Let's continue to give ourselves grace. Let's continue to give ourselves love. Let's continue to know that in our decision making, we can create and manifest the life that we absolutely deserve, that God has aligned for us, that we absolutely desire, that the universe has in store. We can align ourselves with positive frequency. And another thing that I found myself saying recently is that the pain gonna come. The pain gonna come, so we have to intentionally find joy and seek out things that make us happy. And talking to you all and creating the community of healing and business, so we can all just have, like, the most joy that we can have to counteract, to simultaneously fight through the pain, right? Because the pain don't go away. It gets a little easier to manage. It don't go away. I'm here to tell you, as a walking vessel, that the pain does not go away. It's fine to feel joy and pain simultaneously. I'm sitting in front of you right now, and there's still a piece of my heart that is in extreme pain. That when I get off of here and I'm done doing this podcast, I might have 2 more crying episodes today. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the Where I'm From podcast. Thank you for joining me with your girl, B.MARIE. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you hit the notification bell down at the bottom so you can get notifications when every new episode comes out Monday night at 7 p.m. My name is Brittany, and I go by B.MARIE, and I created the Where I'm From podcast. The Where I'm From podcast was born today. So I've got us some balloons to celebrate our first episode of Where I'm From podcast. And also, not only are we celebrating our birth of my new baby, Where I'm From podcast with B.MARIE, I am also asking you to join space with me in celebrating and honoring my partner of 10 years who transitioned on last year to be an ancestor. Today is his birthday. It is October 28th, 2024. And I'm not going to tell you his age because he used to be like, I'm no age. He used to always say that. He used to be like, I don't know how old I am. Like, he would always make a joke like, I'm no age. So I don't age. So today is his birthday, and in honor of his birthday and his life and my Where I'm From podcast, I am celebrating with you all with our very, very, very first episode. Where I'm From podcast has been in the making for a while. I have been creating behind the scenes. I have been brainstorming behind the scenes to make sure that I present you all fun-filled, fact-filled, business-filled, education-filled, money-filled energy, healing energy, success energy, prosperity energy. Oh my gosh, I would say healing energy again, because I am a firm believer that in order for us to have successful businesses, we have to heal the person inside. We have to heal the little child inside. We have to heal trauma. So I'm going to get to that in a minute. My name is Brittany McCorkle, and I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And growing up in Atlantic City, I was born in Atlantic City, and I grew up in Pleasantville. And when I was old enough to cross the bridge, I was off the porch, let me tell you. So I grew up in a household primarily with my half brother, who's my mother's son, and my dad. And my mom came into the relationship with my dad pregnant with my brother. So I grew up in a household with him. Growing up, we didn't look at each other like we were half brothers and sisters. We never even talked about that. I grew up in a household where, first, let me give this disclaimer, that my parents absolutely did exactly the best that they could do. They they showed up for me in the best ways that they knew how. And I say that with full compassion and confidence because at this big age that I'm at right now, I am totally aware that this life is hard and that we are only able to utilize the tools that we have. However, I also feel like it is my job, my decision, and I've been given my purpose and clarity on my purpose from the divine, from God, from the universe, whatever it is that you want to call that our higher power is. I've been given full clarity that, and I say this all the time, fortunately and unfortunately, part of my life's purpose is being in service to others. And now, fast forward to this big age, I'm absolutely 100% going to live out my purpose. However, I'm going to add to it, making sure that my boundaries are not crossed, that I have so I've taken the time in my life to really sit down and reflect, especially over the last 3 years, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I have taken the time in my life to sit down and reflect and learn. It's a constant learning experience because you'll find yourself in certain situations that'll help you learn more. But I have learned a great foundation about myself to what it is that works with me, what doesn't work with me, what who I am, what I like, what I don't like, what I have the within for and what I don't. And what I have but one of the conclusions that I have come to in self-reflecting on myself is that I am a person who alchemizes pain into power, into purpose, into being in service to others, and I don't let it fester. Now, I wasn't always like that. When I was younger, I definitely let it fester. I grew up in a household, like I said, with my sibling and my mom and my dad. Well, my mom at an early age, when I was really young, she moved out, and I lived in a household with son, which became my dad's son as well. We never did the step parent thing. That's my dad's child, and I'm grateful that he has that connection. Um, I grew up in the household with them too, right? Two men, and then early on, I had a grandmother who passed away when I was young, and um, I remember her when I was really, really young. So when I was about 5 years old, I had some traumatic experiences happen, and you know, I'm not going to get fully into that on this episode. This is an intro episode for the podcast. Those those specific traumas, baby, will come in future episodes. But when I was 5 years old, that's when real trauma started, right? Um, Lots of trauma after that, you know. And again, I love my dad. I'm a daddy's girl. He lives here in my house with me. I partner with him in his care. So nothing that I ever say on these videos is meant to bash him or say anything wrong. But we just gonna speak facts here because that's what's gonna happen on the Where I'm From podcast. In order for us to create a community of healing, we just have to be, if you don't want to be transparent with me or our community, be transparent. Learn how to be transparent with yourself, right? What do I mean by that? So I mean this. Like you don't have to share everything that you ever been through here in this community, but what I highly suggest, which has worked for me, is being fully transparent with myself, the good, bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. Like things that I feel shame about, things that I feel, anger towards myself about, and areas I didn't show up for in myself, and decisions that I made with the wrong relationships, the wrong friendships, the wrong business decisions. And ultimately, in doing all of this work, being very intentional with my healing journey, what what has been manifesting is I am actually becoming a serial entrepreneur. So I own a salon in Smyrna, Georgia. I still say co-owner because about I would say now about 11 and a half years ago, I met my longtime partner coach in New Jersey, where we're from. I met him actually in his hometown of Newark. And we embarked on a journey together that led us down here to Georgia. We had a personal relationship and we had a business relationship. Our personal relationship wasn't that strong. Our business relationship was extremely strong. I would say our personal relationship was extremely strong too. However, the foundation of our personal relationship was not. The foundation of our business relationship was not strong either as it pertains to trying to intertwine the two, and when unhealthy decisions are being made and choices are being made, the business can fail. And that's why I take a healing approach to business. That's why I created Where I'm From podcast. That's why Where I'm From podcast is going to be a platform and a space for not only entrepreneurs, but individuals of all walks of life to be able to have a community that they can just come to and they can feel the energy of healing within, right? You want to start within. Because another thing that I've noticed myself saying over the most recent months is that when we heal ourselves from the inside out, like my trauma therapist teaches me that you have to heal yourself from the inside out. When you heal yourself from the inside out, right? Then in turn, your businesses will flourish. Your relationships will flourish. You will start to be able to align yourself with positive, successful, manifesting ass frequencies. You will begin to be able to see the lights. When you start to heal the inside out, you will be able to see the light, right? Trauma started when I was 5, right? Experienced molestation, being raped in my life. The lifestyle of prostitution, selling drugs, learning how to make drugs at an early age, always having a relationship with a dope boy, like always being in the street life, totally transparent, because I don't give a fuck. This is the shit that made me. So I'm going to start every episode off by asking myself and our guests on the episodes where I'm from. When I say that statement, what does that mean to you? Where I'm from means that I'm from where I'm from. Bitches, no, I'm just kidding. And where I'm from gave me personality. Where I'm from gave us swag. I always used to tell Coach, I used to say, babe, I'm so glad we are from New Jersey. Where I'm from made me strong, right? So I ask you, like, where you're from in the city, in the state, or whatever and also where I'm from in a mindset. I come from a mindset where some people like to call it a 4-block radius. Man, you could not tell me I wasn't gonna be the dope man's wife. Like I even went to jail, all types of shit, right? Right? And that's why I'm here today being totally transparent because fast forward, I created businesses with my partner Coach, right? We had YouTube channels. I learned how to do podcasts and I learned how to do Instagram. I learned how to do social media. I learned how to do everything that I know how to do in business because of my journey and my partnership with Coach. I love him and miss him dearly, right? Fast forward, 2010, I became incarcerated. And before that, I had been arrested a bunch of times. We'll talk about that on a few future episodes. I got my manila envelope over there somewhere because I got plans to talk about that. Like, don't let your past define you in totality. Like, you can't let it define you and that's it. Like, you got to let it define parts and areas of your life. Well, I don't want to say you got to. I want to say I highly suggest that you let it define parts and areas of your life. But then you start to make changes. You start to, like, pour into that and grow, right? 2010, me and Coach came down here and we embarked on a fantastic business journey. But what happens is we allowed the unhealed parts of ourselves to interrupt. We allowed our decision making to interrupt. Sometimes I want to say that because of our personal relationship dynamic, and I'll talk about that on future episodes, totally transparent, because again, I don't, because at this point in my life, I just want to heal, keep growing, and get into the bag. And I want to inspire and motivate others to do the same. That's what this space is for. So judge me. I don't care. God's got me. I'm good. Like, I don't care. So, and that's a little deflection because sometimes you do care, but at this point in life, I don't give a fuck. We embarked on a journey and we let our personal decisions. Sometimes I want to say, maybe if I didn't choose to be with this person in this type of personal relationship dynamic, right? Maybe if I had healthy boundaries, or maybe if I had the tools, right? But then you know what? I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I don't think I would. Because at that moment in my life when I met him, I was just fine being a successful cosmetologist and working for someone else, and I was making a lot of money. Because you know why? I came from outside. I came from outside, and my core self was not a prostitute. My core self was not the dope man's wife. My core self was not being outside. My core self was not a person that engaged in criminal activities. I had became someone else in my survival mode, but don't get it twisted. Listen, I ain't knocking nothing you got to do, honey. Get your bag however you want to. But from my own experiences, some of the activities that I was participating in was causing me a lot of trauma, right? Wouldn't change none of that shit for the world because it made me strong. It made me B.MARIE. It made me Brittany. It made me who I am. Because when I came into the journey with my partner, I had just came out from being incarcerated, going to a halfway house, going to cosmetology school, and getting a job, right? I had lost custody of my child. I had gotten custody back of my child. I started to make better decisions, and I started to align myself with positive frequency, right? When you're on alignment with positive frequency, everything is not going to be positive. Like every part of everyone is never going to be positive. So my aligning myself with positive frequency allowed me to cross paths with Coach. And I'm just going to have to celebrate you for a second there, baby. I'm going to have to celebrate you. Might drop a fucking tear, but I'm going to have to celebrate you on your motherfucking birthday because we live, and it's just water in here. Because I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking because I'll be on here crying a little bit more. But it allowed me to align myself with Coach. And aligning myself with Coach was aligning myself with positive and negative frequency, right? Because in this world, we meet people, and a lot of us are stuck in trauma. And at the time when we met, we were both still stuck in trauma. And we trauma bonded on top of starting a personal and business relationship. We absolutely trauma bonded. And I'll talk about trauma bonding in another episode, but we trauma bonded, right? Fast forward, we came down here, we tried to make the relationship work, we tried to make the business partnership work. And in poor decision making on both parts, and a lot of toxic behaviors on both parts, I don't want to say wasted time, but we spent time engaging in activities that we could have been spending time engaging in something else, in more positive activities, right? Fast forward a little bit further, I get cancer. I'm 2 years in remission, so let's celebrate that as well. During my cancer journey and before my cancer journey, I had already started to align myself more on a healing journey. I started to meditate. Before cancer, I gained a meditation practice. I started to journal. I started to heal the inner child in me because I absolutely did not want to keep showing up in this earth, in this world, in this dimension, not learning the lessons and not getting the fucking point that I came here to do. Because one thing I know is that we all have a belief in something. And I believe that we are energy that is transferred through dimensions, right? And not to get too deep, if we don't learn the lessons, this is what I believe. If we don't learn the lessons, then how can we get to the next phase? Like if you believe in heaven and hell, how can we get to heaven? How can we get aligned with positive frequency? How can we, you know what I mean? We got to make better decisions, right? So did the cancer thing, did the healing journey thing. September 24th, 2023, my partner of 10 years, he decided, and I'm gonna say it like this because I just got finished recording another episode, and and my therapist gave me some really good insight. He made a decision to stop his healing journey, right? Because I was like, yo, bro, he could have did way more shit. He could have went to a therapist. He could have did way more stuff. And you know what? As I think about it, right? And thank you for that, Pepper. Shout out to Pepper Joy. As I think about that, I get emotional, right? Because I used to be like, yo, I used to think to myself, like, this man was like superwoman, not superwoman. This man was Superman, right? Superwoman. Oh my gosh, this man was Superman, and I'm Superwoman, but this man was Superman, and he wrote a bunch of life coaching books. He has so much content out there that is designed around helping and coaching others. I watched him for 10 years, myself included, pour into the lives of those around him to which it created a lot of business activities. It created a lot of education. It created a lot. It created a lot. Like it created a fucking lot. He was a visionary. Like he was a creative person. Like, and I struggle with that because I'm like, how is somebody who was this way, right? But then I had to think about we all have different parts of us, right? So on September 24th, my partner decided to stop his healing journey. And I used to say, I don't feel like he had a healing journey because he didn't seek therapy, he didn't do counseling, he didn't have friends that he reached out to, he would keep that stuff inside. But then I thought about it and I'm like, his way of thinking that for me, this is what I've come up with because when you have suicide, you have a lot of questions on what is the reason why they did that. And I have come up to the conclusion that with suicide, you just don't know. So what helps me in my healing journey is that I, um, what helps me in my healing, I'm sorry, I'm a person who thinks. So what helps me in my healing journey is that the way that he thought he was healing was writing, helping others, coaching. That was the way that he thought that he could help himself, right? And unfortunately, there came a part where he decided to get off the healing train and he just decided not to do this life anymore. And that was ultimately his decision, right? And fast forward to present day, like as soon as that happened, I added that to my healing journey. I didn't jump off the healing train. I continued on down the path of my own healing. And in that, Where I'm From podcast was born. I had talked to him a lot about starting my own podcast. I had actually created What's Next Success, and then it became Successful Allies. I was just trying to find my footing. I didn't like the names, so I rebranded. I started doing a bunch of message videos, and then we created Image Nation Group. So we have Brazilian Wax Bar in Smyrna, Georgia, which I am the co-owner of, and I'm the only practitioner there at this point in time. So it's just me. And then I have Image Nation Group, which was born out of Coach's mind. He came to me one day and said, "Babe, what do you think about the name Image Nation Group being the name of our business? Like as we continue to grow, we'll have the subsidiaries underneath of Image Nation Group, and we can just branch off in different business sectors like that." So we created Image Nation. Yo, during that time, we created Image Nation. We created Image Nation Media. I created Calm Image Nation, which was a meditation YouTube channel. We had His and Her Success for a little minute, but then we rebranded into Image Nation. So we have a couple YouTube channels along the line. We was creating content. We was having fun. We was networking. We was doing our thing. We had a salon, full-fledged salon with employees. When he passed away, part of my own healing, I downsized, don't want employees anymore because I want to continue to grow in the areas of service and others and have a more flexible life. Like I am going to own salon suite buildings and I'm going to start in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And I'm not gonna let you in too much on what I got going on too much. But because I'm not, I do have to, put the plugs in there every now and then. But just continue to walk this journey with me, and I'm creating a space for us all to have to heal, to hopefully have spaces where we can continue to create successful businesses, continue to create successful entrepreneurs, and just like break generational curses for real, y'all. Like, let's do this healing journey for real, y'all. Let's do it together. It's better together. Strength comes in numbers. God is really, really doing works in our lives. The universe, whoever it is that you believe in, that energy is surrounding itself. I am just allowing that energy to cover me, and to continue to keep me safe even when I don't feel safe, even when I'm not in safe situations. I'm just truly grateful. I'm excited because I have some amazing guests lined up. I have some amazing episodes coming for y'all. And let's do ourselves a favor. Let's continue to give ourselves grace. Let's continue to give ourselves love. Let's continue to know that in our decision making, we can create and manifest the life that we absolutely deserve, that God has aligned for us, that we absolutely desire, that the universe has in store. We can align ourselves with positive frequency. And another thing that I found myself saying recently is that the pain gonna come. The pain gonna come, so we have to intentionally find joy and seek out things that make us happy. And talking to you all and creating a community of healing and business, so we can all just have, like, the most joy that we can have, to counteract, to simultaneously fight through the pain, right? Because the pain don't go away. It gets a little easier to manage. It don't go away. I'm here to tell you, as a walking vessel, that the pain does not go away. It's fine to feel joy and pain simultaneously. I'm sitting in front of you right now, and there's still a piece of my heart that is in extreme pain. That when I get off of here and I'm done doing this podcast, I might have 2 more crying episodes today. That's fine. I'm going to embrace the joy and the pain, because they both are here in my life simultaneously. So create a safe space for yourself. And this is the safe space for you all too. So I'm really excited, and I'm glad that you are here joining me. Where I'm from made me strong, man. Where I'm from made me strong AF. Like, where I'm from made me strong. It made me fucking a hustler. It made me diligent in this life. It made me see what's really important. I used to be mad, like, I'm from Atlanta City, that place dirty as fuck. I never go back there. The last time I went back there, man, I wouldn't live there again, because I require a higher standard of living at this point in my journey. However, I fucks with it. Like, I fucks with it. I fucks with it. What I am gonna do, right? And I had a friend one time ask me, like, "But I come back and live in the city now?" He got mad at me. What I am going to do is make sure that I go back and I be in service to the people. Like, where I'm from, coming outside, we come into the streets, we coming to talk to y'all. Like, where I'm from is coming, we will be there. We will be there. Image Nation will be there. Shout out to We in the Lead. We in the Lead is already there. LNFL is already there. Great Vision is already there. Like, there's entrepreneurs that I know. Sherry and Jules. So I'm always gonna Sherry and Jules, shout out. Y'all got the best food ever. Who else? Supremes in Pleasantville. Who else got business I know? Yeah, we gotta shout out all the entrepreneurs where I'm from. Listen, let's get it. We lit. All the artists where I'm from making music. Do your thing, baby. All the stylists, all the entrepreneurs where I'm from. We got Derek, the cab driver, with his cousin Greg. Like, everybody who own and running businesses. Let's come together. Let's help each other. Let's each one teach one, like the cliche saying. Let's do it. Let's get lit together. Let's help. Let's help heal ourselves and each other by just having positive relationships and positive business interaction. Let's get it. Let's get it. Where I'm from, I love being from New Jersey. I love who it made me. I love the strength that shit gave me, the grind, the hustle, getting that shit out the mud. I'm super grateful. I'm so thankful I was born into, I don't give a fuck, not coming from money, none of that shit. I'm grateful for all of it because it was God's plan. It's God's plan, right? And as much as I hate that certain shit has to happen, like death and suicide and mental health and all that stuff, man, that is just what it is. Like, and we just gotta help ourselves through it. We gotta help each other through it. We gotta lead with love, man. Like, we gotta do all that shit. Like, we have to lead with love. Like, let's just pour love into each other. Like so much negative stuff out there. There's so much unloved, unhealthy shit, toxic shit out here on the internet. Like, our platform is gonna be our platform. Where I'm from is our platform. It's not just my platform. It's Coach's platform. It's my platform. It's your platform. It's our children's platform. It is a place for all of us to come together and honor our ancestors and honor our businesses and ourselves and the life and the history that we come from. It is our place to celebrate our loved ones. Man, so much death, man. It is a place for us to acknowledge our past and just keep respecting ourselves and just learning and creating healthier boundaries so we can have successful lives and so we can have successful businesses, so we can help ourselves out of mental health, so we cannot commit suicide, so we can help our children not grow up without our parents, so we can help our children grow. I just want my family and my circle to win, y'all. Like, I just want us all be fucking leaders. Like, we are leaders and we are here to win. And I'm going to just leave y'all with that. I'm going to leave y'all with that. I can ramble on for days, but we got many more episodes. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you can get notifications of all of our episodes coming every Monday night at 7 p.m. So much in store with your girl, B.MARIE. So much in store, and I'm just super excited. I'm super grateful over the last couple of months that I have had some amazing interactions, some amazing business chemistry, some amazing interactions with some amazing humans, right? And my energy is high level right now because I'm so grateful for God for allowing me the strength to continue on to align myself with these humans. Like, shout out to the editing guy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put his description down below. Like, my friend from LNFL, like, I have connected with him over the last few months, and it just really, my niece, like, yes, I'm gonna put her information down there too. Every entrepreneur that I know, I'm gonna try my best to always, like, give y'all flowers while we here getting it together. Like, just helping me and inspiring me and motivating me to know that we are worth it. Fuck all that other shit. Where I'm from is Atlantic City, New Jersey, and I fucks with it, right? I'm gonna let you go on that. B.MARIE from where I'm from Image Nation and Brazilian Wax Bar in Sprana. We lit. We in the lead. We lit. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Come and join me on my red couch. Leave me a message if you want to be a guest on my show. Website coming out soon where you can click the link on there. But yeah, all the information going to be down in the description below. I love you. Bye.